Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A first down throw from Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter to tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
180! Real. Back to the man. Steve six.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the...
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25 on second down, Haskins able to find his running back, Geis. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Look at the dance and the juke. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
At 58 the mic. Go 58 the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Geis. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Even. 4th down. Even. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Point it right. 52, Mike.
Now Mayfield. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
52's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Wide.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. Check.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat brought him down. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, 180. 52. Let's go one more. Hey, 133. 52, my 52. Pick it up. Hey, wahoo.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his... And now the young man has it. It's a fake. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard. A good starting spot. Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Said and done. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
1st down, Redskins.
Down. Coming in. 58. Come on. Drop it off. 58. Come on.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd.
Collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Haskins going to throw again. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, good move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 39-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got Burton here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's got daylight. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go. Check 52.
Here's Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55, mark, guy, 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55. 55.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. 58, boys, 58, 58 is Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field. Back. Check.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll get this one to Kopp, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
180. Hey, tighten down. There you go. What?
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trent Sherfield, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Burton. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 4, check 4. Slam. Like that.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. They'll run on first down. Edwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Haskins will throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And some space here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58, 58, Mike. Check, 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 check. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. No chance. Hustle, hustle. 58 to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm on, I'm on.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Kill. Tighten up.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's got Burton here. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some time.